Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Krysten Hanson, and this is Goddess Imagine, a transformational yoga and modern metaphysical studio. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here today with a brand new series that I'm starting with both my readings and my yoga classes that are centered around our astrological signs. When we're doing the work to release deeply ingrained trauma and drama from within our mind, body, and spirit so we can up-level and transform into the woman that we were created to be and manifest the lifestyle that we've always imagined, we want to utilize all of the elements that we have available to us. Goddess Imagine is a transformational yoga and modern metaphysical studio. Metaphysics definitely includes astrology. And when we combine the energy of our astrological signs along with the energy of a transformational yoga class, it gives us a powerful 1-2 punch against the damage and dysfunction that has kept us from achieving everything we've desired. Today's class is called The Age of Aquarius, and I named it this because I'm keeping in with my theme of 2026, the year of the dynamic do-over, and how through our transformational journey, we're awakening to a new era or a new age of who we are as women. Aquarius season begins on January 20th and goes all the way until February 18th. Aquarians are naturally intuitive, intellectual, imaginative, and fiercely independent. We're also extremely rebellious, stubborn, and sometimes we get trapped in that linear mindset of thinking, all of which can compromise our positive qualities, right? Today's class will help us to flow with our Aquarian energy, to connect to our inner goddess, our divine feminine energy, in order to maximize our journey of becoming the highest version of ourselves and making all of our dreams come true in 2026 and beyond. Today's class will contain a seated savasana. As always, you're welcome to do reclined. If you'd like to go get your mat and your blocks and make sure you have your yoga gear on, I will meet you on the mat when you're ready. To begin, we come to sit in the center of our mat in Sukhasana, or easy pose. We tuck our feet up underneath us, bring our hands around our hips, and use our hands to help us come into a tall seat. We want to stack our head over our heart, over our hips, and align our spine. Draw our shoulders down away from our ears. Hold our stomach in nice and tight and lift the chest upwards. And once we feel ourselves coming into this position, we can release our hands, open our palms to the universe, and close our eyes down. As we begin to formally enter into our yoga class, as we come into this time and space, this time and place, we open the door to the spiritual realm from the mundane world, and we park all of our worldly concerns at the door. We take all of our outward, scattered, and disconnected attention and focus it back inwards towards ourselves. And we open up the mind, body, and spirit to infinite possibilities. As we inhale, release our hands up high overhead. Bring our palms together as we exhale. We drop down to prayer hands at our chest. In here, we can invite our higher power to join us. We connect to our inner goddess. We embrace our divine feminine energy. And we can also set a personal intention for ourselves of what we'd like to achieve from this session. When we're finished, we bow and say, "So mote it be." Then we come to rise, open our eyes, place our hands on our knees for our pranayama. Our breathing exercises helps to ignite our inner energy, helps to activate our Aquarian selves, and begin to bring us into our session. Today we'll be doing just a series of 3 deep breaths in. We inhale through the nose, we pause, exhale through the mouth. So we sit up nice and tall. Inhale through the nose. We hold and exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. One more time. We breathe in, hold, exhale. We'll be entering into our neck rotations. If you're able to rotate your head both clockwise and counterclockwise, you're more than welcome to do so. If you have vertigo like I do, then you can follow me. We'll do this instead. We begin by turning to look over our right shoulder. As we inhale, we turn our head to the left. Exhale, we come back to the right. Inhale, bring our eyes to center, then we lift them up high as we comfortably can. Exhale, sink the chin to chest, let the shoulders fall. Beautiful. We come back to center. Turn to look over our left shoulder. As we inhale, we turn towards the right. Exhale, we come back to the left. Inhale, bring our eyes to center. We lift them high as we comfortably can. Exhale, sink the chin to chest, let the shoulders fall. Beautiful. We come back to center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, tilt the right ear down towards the right shoulder. As we open up the left side of the neck, we draw that left shoulder away from our jaw. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring ourselves back to center. Awesome. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, tilt the left ear down towards the left shoulder. As we open up the right side of the neck, we draw that right shoulder down away from our jaw. And take a full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Beautiful. Bring ourselves back to center. Coming into our shoulder rolls. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, then lift them up to our ears. Exhale, slide your shoulder blades down your spine. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, lift them up to our ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders down your spine. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, lift them up to our ears. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down our spine. Beautiful. Bring our hands down around our hips, sitting up nice and tall. Extend the arms all the way out to the sides. Open up the fingertips as we widen the palms and extend big energy here. And then gently we begin to draw the arms back as we lift our eyes and heart up to the sky. We pause here to activate our chakras. We activate our stellar gateway and open ourselves for this journey. Bring ourselves back to center. Turn the palms down. Bring the hands behind us. Interlace the fingers and draw the shoulder blades down. If this isn't in your wheelhouse, you can keep your hands on your hips. As we inhale, we draw the shoulders down, look up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. We release the neck, relax the shoulders, allow the crown to come down towards the ground. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. And we come to rise, release the hands back out to the side, widen the fingertips, extend the arms. And then gently we draw the arms back, lift our eyes and our heart up to the sky. And we activate and connect with our internal Aquarian selves. If you're not Aquarius, you're more than welcome to tap into the Aquarian flow today as we resonate deeply with that energy. Bring ourselves back to center, flip the palms, bring the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades down. Look up to the sky as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. Release the neck, allow your head to hang heavy. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Awesome. Now, as we come to rise, we inhale. Release the hands and we lift them up high overhead. We elongate the body as we reach for the stars, draw the biceps back around the ears. And we sink the sits bones into the earth as we lift our soul all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, float the fingertips down around our sides. Inhale, raise the hands back up overhead. We elongate the body, big reach, finding big space here. Exhale, float the fingertips back down to the ground. Beautiful. As we inhale, place our left hand on the mat. Exhale, bring the right bicep over to the right ear. And we pause here for a big side stretch, keeping our head in between our bicep and our shoulders. And then we bring that right shoulder back, lift our eyes up to the sky. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Beautiful. Float the right hand back down to the ground. Awesome. Inhale, raise our hands back up high overhead. Exhale, float the fingertips back down to the ground. As we inhale, place our right hand on the mat. Exhale, bring the left bicep over to the left ear. Big side stretch on the left as we keep our head in between our bicep and shoulder. And then we draw that left shoulder back, lift our eyes to the sky. We take a full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Beautiful. Float the left hand down to the ground. Awesome. Inhale. Raise our hands back up overhead. We turn to the right as we exhale, open up into a twist. We have the right hand behind the right hip. We use the left hand to levy us into this twist. Hold the stomach in tight, lift the chest upwards, and bring our chin up until it's parallel with the mat. Now we're safe to sink into our twist. We want to keep that spine aligned. And we imagine that we're wringing out the trauma and drama and the damage and dysfunction, just like we're wringing out a dirty dish rag. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, raise our hands back up overhead as we turn to the left. Exhale, we open to a twist. Left hand becomes behind the left hip. Right hand is on the left knee to levy us into this twist. Hold the stomach in tight, lift the chest, and bring our chin up until it's parallel with the mat. Now we can sink into our twist. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale. Raise our hands back up high overhead. Exhale, float the hands behind us, roll the shoulders back, and extend the arms behind us. As we open up the chest, open up our third eye, option to ease back on our palms, coming into a mini back bend. And as we do, we press into our palms, lift our chest up to the sky, radiating that energy as we activate our third eye chakra. We activate all of our chakras on this flow, but our third eye resonates with the Aquarian energy as we're naturally intuitive. And we learn to tap into that intuition to find how our individual intuition works. As we take a full breath in, exhale, full breath out. Beautiful. Walk ourselves back up to a tall seat. Awesome. Now we turn to face the top of the mat. And if you're tall like me, you probably want to come down to the second half of the mat here and give our legs a little bit of a shake. We keep the right leg extended out as we tree pose the left leg. Bring the inside of the left foot to the inside of the left thigh. If this isn't in your wheelhouse right now, you can keep both legs extended. We can also keep a bend in the knee if you'd like, but we want to flex those toes up to the sky. Bring our hands back around our hips. Inhale, raise the hands up high overhead. Bring the biceps back, and then we exhale, forward fold over our right leg. Draw the shoulders back, elongate the spine. We don't want to be like this. We want to have more of a flat back. We're finding length in the upper body. We pause here for a moment to breathe. And we take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Beautiful. Come to rise, release the left leg, give them both a shake. Then we tree pose the right. Bring the inside of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Hands come back around the hips. Option to keep a bend in the knee, but flex the toes up. Inhale, raise our hands up high overhead, draw the biceps back. Exhale, forward fold over our left leg. Now, you may notice as we draw the shoulders back and flatten the spine, maybe you have more or less flexibility on either side of your body, and that's normal. We just work within the realms of what we have. We pause here for a moment to breathe. Then we take a full breath in and a full breath out. Awesome. Walk ourselves back up. Release the right leg and widen both of the feet as far as you comfortably can for our seated wide-legged forward fold. If you're advanced and you'd like to do seated straddle, you're more than welcome. And we extend the legs outward. Again, we can keep a bend in the knee. Hands come around the hips as we lift the toes up high. Inhale, raise our hands back up overhead. Exhale, float the fingertips down to the mat. Once we're here, slide the palms back, almost as if we're working to bring our forearms down to the ground. Flex the toes up strongly. Draw the shoulders back. As we begin to let everything go, let our thoughts go, our worries, our concerns, all those things that Aquarian mind focuses in on. We're opening ourselves to divine possibilities. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Awesome. Walk ourselves back up. Tuck our feet up underneath us to come up over into tabletop, or you can bring your legs out along the sides if that's more comfortable for you. Make sure everything's all tucked in. Nothing's going to fly out during our session here. We have our hands underneath our shoulders. Knees are underneath our hips. Rotate the inner elbows outward as we press into all four corners of our palms. Tuck the stomach in nice and tight, and then lower it down to the ground as we lift our head and tailbone. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, press into the palms and lift our spine up to the sky. Maybe some gentle rocking here to work out the spine. Then we inhale, lower the stomach, lift the head and tailbone high. Exhale, float the spine. Inhale, lower the stomach, shine your beautiful face forward. Exhale, shine the spine high. Beautiful. Stay with me. Inhale, lower the stomach as we dip deep down into cow. Exhale, lift high into cat. One more time. Inhale, lower the stomach, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale, lift the spine high. Awesome. Come back to a neutral tabletop for our side arm raise. Thread the needle combination. We take the right hand to reach underneath us as we inhale. Float our right hand up to the sky. As we open up the chest, open up the heart, we shine that third eye forward, lifting our right hand up as high as we comfortably can. Then we exhale, float the fingertips back down to the ground. Once our hand is back on the mat, we inhale, lift the right hand back up to the sky. As we open up the chest, elongate the neck, reach up, as high as we comfortably can. Then we exhale, begin the descent. As we curve the wrist, we thread the needle, we twist at the waist to bring the right shoulder down towards the mat. Now, if you're like me and your shoulder just doesn't reach for whatever reason, we use the left hand to keep the pressure off our head and neck. We take a deep breath in, exhale, deep breath out. Beautiful. Press into our left hand, bring our right hand back to the mat. Now we change sides. We take the left hand, reach underneath us as we inhale. Float the left hand up to the sky. Reaching up as high as we can, we open up the heart, shine that third eye outward. Now you may notice one arm raises higher than the other. That's okay. Once we've reached maximum height, then we exhale, float the fingertips back down to the mat. Beautiful. Stay with me. You got this. Inhale, float the left hand back up to the sky. We're finding big space within ourselves, opening up to divine possibilities, reaching up all the way to the stars. Then we exhale, we begin the descent. We curve the wrist as we thread the needle. We twist at the waist and work to bring that left shoulder down to the ground. If you're like me, again, if it doesn't, make sure you use that right hand to keep the weight off your head and neck. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Press into the right hand. We come back to our tabletop. Widen the knees to the edge of the mat as you inhale. Exhale, or bring the soles of the feet together, and then we exhale. We come back to wide-legged child's pose. If this is too much of a stretch, you can place a block under your backside or bring the knees in closer together. And then we walk our hands out as far as we comfortably can. Roll the fingertips out and press each one into the mat. And here we begin to release the negativity, the trauma, the drama, the darkness. And we're shining light on all of the areas that the trauma likes to hide. As we open ourselves to this healing opportunity, connecting deeply with our Aquarian energy, we release all of the negative people, places, and things that don't serve our highest good. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then we come to rise as we inhale, bring the knees together. Exhale, we come to upward facing dog. Press into the palms, roll those elbow eyes forward as we rise to this new version of ourselves, of who we're becoming. We tap into our confidence, our empowerment, our self-esteem. And we begin to connect with these qualities, bringing them forward. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, send the hips back, widen out the knees. Exhale, wide-legged child's pose. Once we're here, we walk the hands out, roll the fingertips out, press each one into the mat. And here we begin to imagine, what does it mean to become the highest version of ourselves? What have we always wanted to accomplish? What have we always wanted to do? How can we begin to make those dreams a reality? And allow yourself to dream big. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Come to rise, bring our knees together. Exhale, upward facing dog. Press into your palms. Lift the upper body high. Draw the shoulders down. As we continue to connect into our strong Aquarian traits. We're bold, we're brave, we're badass. We have everything we need to succeed. We just have to learn to believe in ourselves all over again. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Awesome. Now, We send the hips back to traditional child's pose as we'll enter into our Shakti flow. We connect with our inner Shakti energy to stir up our creativity, our imagination, to activate our innovation and bring all of those powerful qualities to the forefront of our mind. We tuck the chin into the chest as we inhale, and we come to rise so elegantly into upward facing dog. Exhale, we bring the chin to chest. We come to downward facing dog. Inhale, lower to the knees, back to tabletop. Exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. We make ourselves super small. Inhale, tuck the chin to chest as we so elegantly open to upward facing dog. Exhales, we tuck the chin to chest, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower to the knees, back to tabletop. Exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, tuck the chin to chest as we open so elegantly to upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the chin to chest, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees down to tabletop. Exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. We pause here. We take a collective full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Awesome. Come to rise to tabletop. We take a hand walk to the top of the mat for our modified half moon. As we're tapping into that lunar energy, we inhale on the right knee, extend the left leg out. Exhale, lift the left hand up to the sky. Option to lower the foot for a supported side plank, whichever feels best to you. As we pause here to connect with the lunar energy of the moon and funnel that energy down into our Aquarius self. We're using all the elements of the universe. And we look up to the sky. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Beautiful. We bring ourselves back to tabletop. Now we go to the left. Inhale, pivot on the left knee. We extend the right leg out. Exhale, lift the right hand up to the sky, modified half moon pose. We want to draw that right shoulder over the left as we open up the heart, shine that third eye forward. We look up to the sky, tapping into that lunar energy. We take a full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Beautiful. Bring ourselves back to tabletop position. Bring the knees back just a couple inches or so. Turn the toes down as we lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Alternate your heels, pressing them into the mat as we open up the backs of our legs and prepare for our sun salutations. And then we pause here for a moment of stillness, maybe widening the feet slightly if you feel it, pressing back on the hands, allowing the heels to fall into the mat. As we contemplate, what does it mean to be an Aquarius? When was the last time we really thought about ourselves and our astrological sign and how we connected to those powerful elements we possess? How can we use those to power us forward? We'll pause here for a moment. Beautiful. Bring our feet together. Then we take about a half a step forward. Bend the knees, bring the eyes up to the top of the mat, and then slowly walk to the top of the mat, keeping our fingertips connected. Take a moment to get your balance, root the heels into the ground. Then we inhale, root to rise, lift the hands up high overhead. Palms come together as we exhale down to prayer hands at our chest. We pause here for a moment to ground as we prepare for 2 rounds of Sun Salutations A, Goddess Imagine style. And we practice finding balance on the mat as we root our heels into the mat, lift our soul to the sky, and we parlay that balance out into our working life as we take a moment here to focus our energy inwards. Then bring our hands down to our side for mountain pose, and we begin. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the hands up high overhead. Exhale, we sink into chair. Inhale, swoop the arms up and back to extended mountain. Exhale, wide arm forward fold. We can take a deep knee bend here if you need it. Inhale, we come to halfway lift, draw the shoulders back, flatten the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with your right foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we come forward to plank, option to lower to the knees. Exhale, chaturanga down to the mat. Inhale, rise to cobra, bring the shoulders down. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, we press up into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step up with our right foot to the top of the mat. Exhale, bring up the left. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the hands up high overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swoop the arms up and back, extended mountain. Exhale, wide arm forward fold. Beautiful, you got this. Inhale, we float to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with your left foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga down to the mat. Inhale, we rise to cobra. Exhale, back to the ground. Press into plank as we inhale. Downward facing dog as we exhale. Inhale, step up with the left foot to the top. Exhale, bring up the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the hands up high overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swoop the arms up and back for extended mountain. Exhale, wide arm forward fold. You got this. Inhale, we come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with your right foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank, option to lower to the knees, or exhale, we chaturanga the whole body down. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to the mat. Press into plank as we inhale. Downward facing dog as we exhale. Inhale, step up with the right foot to the top of the mat. Exhale, bring up the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the hands up high overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swing the arms up and back, extended mountain. Exhale, wide arm forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with your left foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, your choice. Exhale, chaturanga down to the ground. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to the mat. Press into plank as we inhale. Downward facing dog as we exhale. Inhale, step up with the right foot. Or excuse me, hold on, cut back. Inhale, we step up with the left foot. Exhale, bring up the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the hands up high overhead. Change up as we exhale, wide arm forward fold, back to the mat. Step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot, downward facing dog. We pause here to breathe. You can come down to tabletop, child's pose, whatever you choose. Just take a moment here to reconnect with ourselves, reconnect with our breath. Then we begin. As we inhale, we rise the right leg up, pop that hip open for a modified scorpion pose. Then we step to the top of the mat with the right foot. Exhale, we bring the left knee down. For low lunge, place our hands on our knees, bring ourselves upright. Take a moment to get your balance. Draw the shoulders down. And then gently we ease the pelvis forward. We open up the hip flexor on the left, but we also open up the pelvic floor. And we begin to release that trauma and drama as we just take a moment here. Then we inhale, release the hands as we glide back, swoop up into our crescent pose. Exhale, we open the arms wide to the goddess. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Inhale, rotate the hands back up high overhead to crescent. Exhale, bring the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades down. We pause here as we lift the heart, lift the third eye up to the sky, tapping into our intuitive self, opening ourselves to divine possibility in our Aquarian self. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release the hands back up to crescent pose. Exhale, float the fingertips down to the mat. Take the right hand, place it inside the right foot, just wiggle it over, and then extend the left leg out as we come to lizard lunge. The right arm is aligned with the inside of the right leg. Option to keep the knee bent if you choose. Draw the shoulders back, hold the stomach tight. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Reach over with your right hand and we step back to downward facing dog in our vinyasa. Inhale, we flow forward to our plank pose. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now we do the left. Inhale, we rise the left leg, pop the hip as we come into modified scorpion pose. Turn to the top of the mat, step up with our left foot. Exhale as we bring the right knee down. Stack your hands on top of your knee as we bring ourselves back to balance. And then gently shift the hips forward. We open up the hip flexor on the right, but again, also our pelvic floor. Taking a moment here. Then we inhale, release the hands as we glide back, swoop up into our crescent pose. Exhale as we open to the goddess. We pause here, take a full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, rotate our hands back up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades down. Gently, as we draw the shoulders back, we lift the heart, lift the third eye up to the sky, opening ourselves to new possibilities, releasing the doubt, releasing negativity, and realizing our own self-confidence. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Inhale. Raise the hands up high overhead. Exhale, float the fingertips back down to the mat. Bring the left hand into the inside of the left foot, maybe wiggle it over. Turn the toes down and extend the right leg, lizard lunge. Draw the shoulders back as we flatten the spine. Reach over with our left hand and we step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, we shift forward for our vinyasa. We come to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step up with our right foot to the top of the mat. 45-degree the back foot as we exhale. Circle the arms upward as we come into warrior one. Square the hips and shoulders to the top of the mat. As we tap into our inner warrior, as Aquarians, we are true fighters. We're going to learn to use our rebellion for the good. We're going to use those qualities to fight against our trauma and drama and stand within our powerful self. As we take a deep breath in, exhale, deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the left hand. As we exhale, open up into warrior two. Draw the shoulders down. Extend the fingertips all the way out. Turn over towards your right hand. As we inhale, we ease back to peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bend the right elbow, place it on the right knee. Exhale, rotate our left hand up to the sky, extended side angle. We pull the left shoulder back as we open the heart, open our third eye to the sky. We pause here for a moment to breathe. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. As we inhale, bring our left hand down to the mat, pivot the back foot, just shimmy over a little bit, and then we exhale, rotate our right hand up to the sky, revolve lunge. You can do it. Bring that right shoulder over the left as we open up the chest. Turn to look up to the sky. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Awesome. Bring the right hand down to the mat. We step back to downward facing dog. You got this. Inhale, shift forward for vinyasa. We come to our upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step up with our left foot to the top of the mat. 45-degree the back. As we exhale, we come to warrior one. Square the hips and shoulders to the top of the mat. Find your footing, get your balance. You got this. One thing I've learned in life is we can do anything we set our mind to. If you're in the Generation X realm like me, we have been through so much, we can surely overcome any obstacle we face. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the right arm. As we exhale, open into warrior two. You got this. We got to tap into our inner badass for this flow, extending our arms out. Look over our left hand as we inhale. We ease back to peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bend the left elbow, place it on the left knee. Exhale, rotate the right hand up to the sky. Draw the right shoulder over the left as we lift our heart and third eye up to the sky. We pause here to breathe. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale, bring our right hand down to the mat. Pivot on that back foot, wiggle the left foot over. Exhale, we come into revolve lunge. We stack the left shoulder over the right, open up the heart. We turn to look up to the sky. Take a full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Beautiful. Bring our left hand down to the mat. We step back to downward facing dog like a boss. We shift forward as we inhale. We come to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. You got this. Inhale, step to the top of the mat with the right foot. Exhale, rotate the hands up high as we come to high lunge. Draw the biceps back behind the ears. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then we inhale, pivot that back foot, exhale, open right up into warrior two. Extend the arms out nice and long, draw the shoulders down as we turn towards our right hand. Inhale, flip the palm, come back to peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, we come back to peaceful warrior. Exhale, reverse triangle. Now, as we inhale, we turn to a standing T. Shift to the right, we exhale, come down to triangle pose. Option to grab a block. If you'd like to use one of your blocks, place it behind your foot to help you get into this pose. Whatever works best for you. And then we can keep our eyes to the ground or lift them up to the sky. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Now we inhale, come to rise, turn all 10 toes forward, make sure they're aligned. Flip the palm as we exhale, star pose. And being with the universe, we open up to our star energy. Maybe imagine radiating through the universe with our whole beautiful self. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then we inhale, bring the palms together, lower the prayer hands at our chest. Turn in the heels, and then exhale, we come right to a goddess squat. And we take this time here to resonate with our own goddess self, getting to know that woman that lives within us as we begin to bring her forward in 2026. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. We come to rise, release the hands, parallel the back foot to the back of the mat, point the front toes forward. Place your left hand on your left hip, step to the top of the mat. We'll be doing half moon. Pick up a block with your right hand, place it on the ground about hip to shoulders width apart. Now, as you inhale, you put all your faith and weight into this block as you extend that left leg. Option to stay here, or we exhale, come to full half moon pose. And we radiate fully with the moon energy. The stars, the sun, everything the universe has to offer us. And we capture those positive qualities, and we learn to use them in a powerful way. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Now, with control, lower yourself down to the mat. Place your block off to the side and come to stand in mountain pose at the top of the mat for tree pose and warrior 3. I'm going to step back just a little bit because I'm kind of limited here. As we stand in mountain pose, we can place our hands on our hips, shift our weight to our right foot as we come onto the ball of our left. Now, for tree pose, you have the option to bring your foot up to the inside of your thigh if you're able. If not, I'll stand to the front here. What we do is we just turn, we rotate that knee out, open up the hip, and then place the heel over the ankle, okay? So we come to stand, mountain pose, hands on our hips. Shift our weight to our right foot, come on the ball of our left. As we inhale, rotate that left knee out. Place the left ankle over the heel. Option to exhale here or lift the hands up high overhead as we exhale. We can also hook the thumbs together for support. And as Aquarians, we can imagine tapping into the tree of knowledge, drawing down all those powerful intellectual, inspiring messages that we need for our journey. We can pause here for a moment. Then we take a full breath in and a full breath out. As we inhale, bring the palms together, lower the prayer hands at our chest. Release the left leg as we raise the left knee. Exhale, we rotate forward into a wide arm warrior 3. If you need your blocks for balance, use them. But here we learn to take flight and soar with our newfound power, our newfound realizations. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Then we inhale, come to rise, prayer hands at our chest. Exhale, we step down, mountain pose. You got this. You can do this. Now, let's do the other side. We step back to downward facing dog for our vinyasa. We inhale, shift forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Here we go. Inhale, step up with our left foot to the top of the mat. Exhale, circle the arms up for high lunge. Draw the biceps away from the ears. Find your balance. Stay with me. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then we inhale, drop the right arm as we open up into warrior two. Extend the arms out long and strong, drop the shoulders. We're still flowing in our warrior energy. Turn to look to our left hand as we inhale, come back to peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, we come back to peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended triangle. Reverse triangle. Then we inhale, we come to a T, shift to the left, exhale, triangle pose. We want to work to bring that right shoulder over the left as we lift our heart and third eye up to the sky. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Then we inhale, come to rise, turn all 10 toes forward, make sure they're aligned. Exhale, flip the palms, star pose. Draw the shoulders back, open the heart, shine your third eye forward as we shine brightly through the sky. We take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, bring our palms together as we lower to prayer, hands at our chest. Turn in both of our heels and we exhale, goddess pose. And we pause here to resonate, connect with our inner goddess, our divine feminine energy, and learn who that woman is that is wanting to come out, that individual, that true aspect of who we are. We have all these wonderful things available to us to make all of our dreams come true in 2026. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then we come to rise, release the hands, parallel our back foot to the back of the mat, point the front toes forward. Place your right hand on your right hip, step to the top of the mat. I know I'm a little wobbly. Reach down, grab a block with your left hand, and place that left block about hip to shoulder widths apart. Now, as you inhale, place your faith and your weight in that block as you extend that right leg. Option to stay here, or we exhale, come to full half moon pose. You got this. You can do it. And we take on that whole energy of the moon, the sun, the stars, the sky, everything the universe has for us. And we learn to use it in powerful ways. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly, with control, we lower ourselves down to the mat. Step our block to the side as we come to rise in mountain pose. Now we do tree pose and warrior 3 on the left. We come to stand nice and tall. Place our hands on our hips. Shift our weight to our left leg as we come up onto the ball of our right foot. As we inhale, rotate the right knee out to the side, placing the right heel over the left ankle. Option to exhale with our hands on our hips or bring them high up overhead. Hook the thumbs together and we have tree pose. And again, we connect deeply with the tree of knowledge. Asking the universe, what do we need to know to utilize our Aquarian self to become the highest version of ourselves and to make all of our dreams come true in 2026. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale. Palms come together. We lower to prayer, hands at our chest. Release the right leg. We raise the right knee. Exhale. We come forward to warrior 3. Extend the arms out to the sides. And we take flight with our newfound self, our newfound freedom, right? Our joy and our heart, everything that resonates with who we are. We hold here for 3, 2, 1. Then we inhale, come to rise, prayer hands at our chest. Exhale, we step down, mountain pose. You got this. I know you do. Awesome. We step back down to the mat. We come to downward facing dog for our vinyasa. Inhale, we come forward to plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lower down to our knees. Send the hips back. We come into child's pose. Well done, everyone. Beautiful. And let's pause here as we take a collective deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. All right, and we're going to walk up here and just ease back on our heels for a moment as we catch our breath. And today's peak pose is dolphin pose. I wanted to invite Dolphin to join us today for our practice because we're focusing on opening up our third eye chakra. We're focusing on tapping into our true Aquarian selves. And since Aquarians are so naturally intuitive, I imagine that we could capture that intuition and help each of us discover how our individual intuition works and then use that power to move us forward into 2026 and beyond. Dolphin pose is a four-armed downward facing dog. It does require some upper body strength, so if you're not comfortable with doing it, I get it. All right, it's still considered a beginner's pose. I'll do a demo and then you can decide for yourself what you would like to do. If it's not for you, then you can do downward facing dog, child's pose, tabletop, whatever feels best for you, okay? We just never, ever, ever let our head touch the ground. Unless you've been trained, that's a definite no, okay? So to begin, I'll do a demo. We come down onto our forearms, and some teachers teach with our forearms parallel. My teachers taught us to interlace the fingers and make an inverted V, because as we grow in our practice, this will be helping us to lift up into a shoulder stand. But for now, this is just dolphin pose. So as we inhale, we draw the shoulders back, hold the stomach in tight, turn the toes down. As we exhale, we lift the hips up, dolphin pose. Now, we can walk the feet up as close as we can. And the eyes are directed back to our feet. As you can see, I can move my head. And we imagine tapping into the dolphin. We imagine our third eye awakening and realizing our own intuitive abilities and capturing the essence of that power. We take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then we lower down to our knees, send the hips back, child's pose. Okay? That's how it's done. So it's up to you. If you'd like to try, you're more than welcome. If not, I totally get it. You can modify. So here we go. We come down to our forearms. Interlace the fingers. We make an inverted V. As we inhale, draw the shoulders back. Hold the stomach in nice and tight. Turn the toes down. As we exhale, lift the hips up, dolphin pose. We can walk the toes up as close as you comfortably can. The eyes are facing back to our feet and we're lifting ourselves up high. As we tap into that dolphin energy, we can visualize the dolphin, feel the dolphin, but imagine our third eye awakening and becoming aware of your intuitive abilities, and capturing that essence and bringing it back to us. We take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Lower down to our knees, send the hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Awesome. Let's turn on our back side here as we get ready for our cool down in seated staff pose. We'll give everyone a moment to get situated here. And again, if you're tall like me, you'll want to find a little bit of space on the mat here, maybe giving our legs a little bit of a shake. As we come to a tall seat, hands come behind our hips, the toes up to the sky. Option to keep a bend in the knees if you'd like. As we inhale, lift our hands up high overhead, draw the biceps back. Exhale, forward fold. Draw the shoulders back, flatten the spine. Allow the upper body to come down over your legs. And we pause here just to breathe. You've worked so hard today. I'm so proud of you. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come to rise as we inhale. Lift the hands back up high overhead. Exhale, forward fold over our legs. Draw the shoulders down, flatten the spine. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We come to rise for our seated twist. We take the right foot, cross it over the left knee, and then rotate the right hand behind us. As we inhale, lift our left hand up to the sky, then bring the left elbow to the outside of our knee. Open up the palms, extend the fingers, lift the chin up until it's parallel with the mat. Then we exhale and turn to look over our shoulder. And we nudge that elbow gently to help us sink into our twist as we wring out any remaining negativity that's been lingering. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Release our left arm, release the right leg, give them both a shake. Now we bring the left foot over the right knee and then rotate the left arm behind us. As we inhale, lift our right hand up to the sky, cross that right elbow over the left knee, turn the palm and widen the fingers. Lift the chin up until it's parallel with the mat, and then we exhale, look over our shoulder. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Awesome. Release the right arm, release the left leg. We give them both a shake. Last pose is bound ankles. We bring the soles of the feet together and then bring the heels as close as you can to the midline of the body. When we exhale, we'll be focusing on pressing the outer edges of the feet together. We bring them as close as we can to the body. As we inhale, interlace the fingers, wrap them around the toes. Draw the shoulders down, lift the eyes forward. As we exhale, press into the outer edges of the feet. Allow the knees to fall to the side. We pause here to breathe. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Awesome. Release our hands, lift our knees, maybe give them a little bit of a shake. As we prepare for Savasana, if you're going to recline, you want to make sure you come down to the mat, that you have enough space to recline. We come back one vertebrae at a time. For the rest of us, we come to sit at the center of the mat, facing the side of the mat. And again, give everyone a moment to get situated. If you have a bolster for underneath your knees, if you're reclining, something for underneath your head, you can go ahead and get those into place. The rest of us, we come to a tall seat in Sukhasana. And Savasana really is one of the most important elements of our yoga practice. And the yogis got it right, because this is the resting phase. We're not sleeping, we're resting. You just did all this work of releasing the trauma and the drama and the damage and dysfunction. It's not a one and done, it's a continuous practice. But at the end of the practice, we want to take a moment to let that work resonate, to assimilate everything that we've just accomplished, and to feel the effects of all of your hard work. That's the purpose of Savasana. So for those that can recline, can. For those of you that are like me that have spinal issues and it's uncomfortable, we come to a tall seat. We stack the head over the heart, over the hips, open up our palms to the universe, and we close our eyes down. If you're in reclined savasana, you too can open up your palms to the universe. Let your feet fall open to the side as you allow yourself to sink into the mat. And in our time together here, I invite you to contemplate, what steps will you be taking after you leave this class today? How will you begin to tap into your Aquarian energy, really understand who you are as an Aquarius, and use this energy, this season of Aquarius, to help move you forward with powerful intent in 2026 and beyond? Let's stay here for a few moments and contemplate that. All right, and we begin to bring ourselves back to the here and now. Of course, if you'd like to stay longer, you are more than welcome. And when you're ready, we bring everything back with us that we've learned in this practice. Any realizations, awakenings, bits of info and inspo that we can use in a powerful way. We want to bring those all back safely with us. Then we bring our hands to prayer, hands at our chest here as we seal the deal. Let's take a full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. And we bow to each other and say namaste, that the yogi in me honors and recognizes the yogi in you. So mote it be. Then we come to rise, open our eyes, and that is the end of our class for today. Thank you for so much for joining me. I truly hope that you found this class beneficial, and I hope that you found a way to connect with your Aquarian self this season, to connect with your inner goddess and your divine feminine energy, and realize that you have so many things about you that you can tap in and utilize in a powerful way to make all of your dreams come true in 2026 and beyond. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like additional help or assistance, I have a library of additional yoga classes. I have some readings that I've done. I have a few podcast episodes released. So I invite you to explore to see what's a fit for you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thank you everyone for joining me. Brightest blessings and namaste. And I will see you all the next time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Brightest blessings.